Okay, so sorry, guys. So sorry. Hi, Ashish. Guys, I'm audible now. Hi, Sandeep. Guys, now are you able to hear me? Yes. Okay, okay. Thank you, Chami. Hello. Audible? Okay, okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the confirmation. So we'll start the session in the next 5 minutes. Till then, I will just give you a brief about this session, this boot camp, and tell you all about to mark your attendance, and then we will be good to go to start with the session. Till then, let me know from where you people are connecting, and let's chit chat some. Let me know about yourself, your name, from where you people are joining, or from in which field you are, and are you people excited to start learn about how to manage your stress and everything? So yeah, you can put some emojis as well in the chat. Till then, I will share my screen to explain you about the attendance process. One second, guys. So I hope my screen is also visible to you all. Sai Kumar, okay. From where you are joining, Sai Kumar? May I know? Guys, please be active in the chat. Then only we will be able to like interact and clear your doubts, and it will be help us also to connect with you. Okay, so please be active in the chat. Thank you, Sai Kumar. So we are joining from Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, basically. So yeah, if you want to know more about us, you can ask us in the chat, and please be active, guys. Assam, okay. Silent, what's your name? May I know your name, please? There are only 16 people have joined. Please call your friends, colleagues, family members. You can call your colleagues as well who are facing issue who are facing problems in their lives, who are not able to like balance their life and the professional life and everything. So you can call them as well in this boot camp. Okay, from Mumbai. Okay, okay, good to see. So, guys, till then, you people put all your things in the chat. Till then, I will tell you all about the attendance process. Let me know if you don't understand anything. Okay, you can put it in the chat. So for now, here in the description box, you can see for registration, attendance, and coin certificate. For all, we have one link. We call it as a one link. As everything is placed at one place. So when you will click on this link, it will redirect you to the another page where you need to first of all enroll for the program if you haven't. So make sure that you enroll first, and then when you scroll down here below the day one title, here is a mark attendance toggle. Click on it. A rating scale will appear from 1 to 10. You can rate it according to yourself. You can put the attendance anytime during this boot camp. So I will suggest that put your attendance after the session, so you will be able to give the honest rating and honest feedback here. So for now, I will give 10 on 10, and here is the improvement box. If you have any doubt, like any feedback for us, be it negative, positive, please feel free to put it there. Our team will surely work on it and will improve our learning to actually to give you the better learning. Okay. So for now, I will give nothing and mark my attendance. So when I mark here, again, when you scroll up, here is the progress bar. It will increase day by day as you mark your attendance. So on likewise, you need to mark your attendance daily, and to get the certificate, here just below the progress bar, the certificate will get unlocked, and you can download it from the same one page, one link page. Okay. So you no need to go here and there for the certificate and attendance. Just click on this one link, and from here you can access to everything. We also have these communities, WhatsApp and Discord. If you need to get daily, if you want daily invites, reminders, session links, please join us there. You can also clear your doubts there. You can take help from your friends, colleagues there, tech friends. So yeah, this is the communities link. These are the communities link. You can join us there. So also we have this student ambassador program, which is a free 1 month program. Nothing you have to pay, no cost, nothing. It is basically ambassador program where you will be the ambassador for Let's Upgrade for the next 1 month. The next match will start from the 1st of May. Yeah, only 2 days are remaining. So you can just apply to this apply now button. A form will appear. You need to just fill the details there, and our team will connect with you for the things. And these are the swags that we give away there. gold, bronze, and silver. This is depends upon your target. There are targets that you need to complete to achieve this swags, and these are the exciting prizes that students has already won. But you can be the one lucky winners from those to get this in the next batch. Okay, so I will request, I will suggest that please fill up this form and be the ambassador for the Let's Upgrade for the next month of May. Okay. So, guys, other than this, if you have any doubt, anything, you can ask us in the chat. And one more thing, guys, we have this all-in-one documentation which we have prepared for you people. Of course, you won't be able to download it as a PDF, but yeah, you can save the link and use it in your future for your future reference. Okay, there is some mistake. Okay, I will change the link here. So I will update the link there in the next 5 minutes. So that was it from the my side, students. If you have any queries, you can ask. Please feel free and connect with the trainer. Please be active in the chat. I will call the trainer for now, who is Shubham sir. So 1 second, guys. Hi sir. Good evening.
Hello, hi. How are you?
Hi. I'm good, sir. How are you?
Good, good, good. Thank you.
So yeah, you can start with the session, sir. I will take the leave. If you have any queries or anything, you can just call me up. Okay. So
Sure.
thank you guys. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.
Okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Shubham Bhatt, and I am a psychologist. Um, and I have more than 10 years of experience into working with stress management, emotional intelligence, and a lot of performance-based, communication-based things. So for next 3 days, I'll be your trainer, and who's just here to tell you about how what exactly is stress, okay, and how you can manage it. So we'll keep it very practical. I know I can't see you, but we have this chat option where we can stay connected. Okay. So before we start anything, I just want to understand from you, as soon as I say the word stress, what pops up in your mind? What is that one word that comes to your mind? Could be family, could be exam, could be anything. You can write it in the chat box and let us know. Thank you, Prashant. So what comes to your mind as soon as I say stress? Job, a person. Okay, job again. Okay, studies, exams, future, workload, all in office. I can understand. I can completely relate to all of them. When I was a student, how difficult was it? My exams, uh, the result, will I get into entrance or not? And then future, oh my God, it is still daunting. And definitely career and job, which goes on and on. And this stress remains throughout our life. So the idea is not to run away from that stress, not to think that stress will go away, but to learn how to manage it. Okay. So yes, be active on the chat, and as active as you would be, interesting that session would become. Okay. So now let's start with understanding what exactly is stress. Keep these pointers in your mind. And just one more question, if I have to ask you, all the things that you have written here, exam, future, person, workload, emotions, career, cat, anxiety, overthinking, if you have to rate that from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest stress that you are feeling right now because of these things, what would that be? So just rate that number from 1 to 10, 10 being the stress that you're not able to handle, and 1 being okay, I can easily handle it. 9. Okay. 5. Keep sending those messages. 8.5. Okay. 10, 8. So, okay, 3, 7. Nice. Okay. So you at least know that what is the level of the stress that these things are giving you. But let's understand the psychology and the science behind stress today. And in the matter of in the matter of upcoming 2 more days after today, we will keep on understanding different ways to tackle it and the right way of building resilience and managing our mindset plus this stress. Today, we will only focus on understanding and identifying the stress and things that we can do to become aware of it. All right. So let me share the screen once and then we start. All right. So what exactly is stress in easy terminology, which you can even read it in Google? It is the body's natural response to challenges or demands. Okay. It can be both external and internal, including daily responsibilities or personal thoughts. So something that can cause us mental tension, that can cause us worry. Okay. Uh, it could be those small short bursts, which can be useful as well, but like meeting our deadlines. Okay. Writing the exam paper, waiting for the result, that 10 minutes when the when the board exam result is about to get out and we are waiting and the dhak is happening, that itself is also called stress. And then in your relationship, when your friend, your partner is not answering your calls, that also is stress. You're not getting the job, you're getting the job, but you are not happy with the manager, everything is stress. Now the question comes, is stress always bad? I want you to answer this question in the chat box. Is stress always bad, or can it also help us in some or the other way? Can it be good also? Okay, Sandeep says no. All right, it is not always bad. How can this be good? Not at all. Okay, I perform better under pressure. Very good. Okay, so as yes, based on our handling capacity, it can be good, but over stress is harmful. Absolutely. So keep on commenting and let's understand the types of stress. So we understand it's always not bad. There are two types of stress. One is eustress, another is distress. Now, eustress is the positive stress, which, how do I say, the stress that is helping us to perform better. We are, so think about this. You are in a hall full of people and there is a competition. Now, there are a lot of friends sitting who are cheering. Sakshi, you can do it. Sai Kumar, yes, we are here with you. Sandeep, yes, let's do it. And you are the best. And now you're looking at them, you're stressed, your heart is pumping. But then when you go and speak, or you are in a competition, or you are in a boxing match and you perform and you just go and thrash the opponent, that stress helped you in performing better, in focusing at that moment, being present, and that stress could help you handle the situation well. So the kind of stress that is helping us perform better, right, and is helping us get good results is called eustress. And then there is distress, when that stress is causing harm to us. We are not able to manage the situation. Now, in the same situation, the pressure became so much that you became nervous and you are not able to perform at all. right? You are overthinking all the time. What will people talk about me? What if I don't pass the examination? What if I don't get the job? What if tomorrow manager is going to scold me? What if my work is not good? All of that mental tension which is not helping us perform good, or which is bringing a lot of worry and tension, taking away our focus, this is distress. So I want you to give an example. Sorry, I want you to give an example of you stress and distress in your life. What is that beautiful stress that is helping you perform good, or which is helping you in your life? And what is that stress which is causing really an harmful effect over you? I am waiting for the answers. Can you remember, or can you think of a kind of stress? It could be like passion for your money, or passion for buying something which is giving you a little stress but is helping you perform better and is not harming you at all. But that again, there is a stress which is not helping you. So what are those kind of stressors? Write it in the chat box and let me know. Cramming during examination helped. Okay, great. Very good. All right. So now we are able to understand that what is helping me and what is not helping me. So what is not helping me, again, there are multiple types of it. Let's understand that. Learning German. Okay, learning of German is, I believe that's the you stress for you. When I am okay in the stock market. Oh, that is definitely a stress. And this is where now you will understand what kind of stress am I going to talk about. There's something called acute stress, chronic stress, and episodic acute stress. What is that acute stress? That short term stress that comes where, your something happens in your gut, those, bubbles start happening, heart pounding, and once that situation is ended, that stress is gone. That's it. When you, let's suppose, when you are sitting, when you are in that what do we call that big giant swing, and you are sitting there, and that's the stress that you're going through. Oh, when will it get over? I'm feeling something, and you're also enjoying, but then after that round is over, your stress is gone, completed. That's it. That is acute stress for a very short period, and once it is there, it is gone. For example, you are in the interview, sitting in the interview just 5 minutes before, and while you're in the interview, that kind of stress is acute stress. Chronic stress, on the other hand, is a long term stress which is happening. Now, to prepare that interview, to crack that exam, to get that appraisal, you have been working every day for 6 months, 10 months, 12 months, and every day you are going through that stress every day. And in a relationship, every day there are fights going on, and you are thinking, oh my god, what kind of relationship I am into? I'm not happy, but cannot leave her, or I cannot leave him. And that long stress is chronic stress. It can also happen because of some health issues, etc. Okay, now something is called episodic acute stress. When these short interval, those acute stress, those short period of time, short period of stress is happening regularly because of the same kind of trigger. You're going to office every day, And for that 5 minutes where you are late and the manager is telling you, why are you late? Why is it happening every day? That episodic acute stress, which is happening on a daily basis for that short amount of time. Are you able to understand the difference? Acute, chronic, episodic, acute stress. Type yes in the chat box if you have understood. Okay. EMI stress. All right, Manjesh, I have read it. I hope it gets well soon. So if you have understood acute stress, chronic stress, episodic acute stress, just give a thumbs up or write yes. Okay, great. Dohit has understood. Awesome. Now let's move ahead and understand what can happen if this stress continues for a long time. What are the effects that can happen? So long-term impact, it can harm in a physical and mental health if it is left unmanaged. If you don't manage it, right, it can accumulate over time and it can affect both your personal and professional life. Prolonged exposure to stress can weaken the immune system. Now, you might even not know this. A lot of gut issues happen because of stress that we don't manage. Your digestion, your immunity, right? You're not able to properly digest any kind of food. Now, we think that it is only because of eating junk food. That is definitely one of the cases, but stress is a major source of gut issues. And because of that gut issues, then again that stress is, it's a loop that gets built up because you have stressed about your work, right? And for a longer period of time you have not managed it, your gut starts impacting. Now your gut starts impacting, your physical health is deteriorated, and then again the same thing, because that will increase your stress. So this loop goes on. Okay. Physical health issues, as I said, prolonged stress can also cause heart diseases, high blood pressure, weakened immunity. Okay, episodic, acute again, please. Yes, just after I complete this part, I will tell you again. Mental health challenges. It may lead to depression. So a long stress can lead to depression, which is not sadness. Okay, so depression is a mental health disorder. You can read about that in detail, and people are using nowadays like मुझे depression है, मुझे depression हो गया है. They're using it very loosely, but depression is a serious mental health condition. Okay, and stress can definitely lead to depression. It can lead to anxiety and difficulty in concentrating and not able to focus. It may lead, often results in unhealthy coping mechanisms. What is coping mechanism? You might start lying. When you are stressed, अरे जब भी मैं कुछ बोलूंगा तो मेरी पार्टनर मुझे डांटेगी, इसलिए मैं झूठ बोल देता हूँ. So I start lying. Same you do with your managers also, or you can start overeating, right? You may, आज मुझे बहुत सर दर्द हो रहा है, I want an ice cream, and you start eating ice cream one after the other. And you can also go ahead and smoke, you can drink, etc., etc. These are called coping mechanism. So I want to know, what do you do, or what is your general response when you get stressed? Yes, absolutely. Diabetes is one of them. So a lot of physical conditions happen. These are called psychosomatic problems, which is happening because of mind, and somatic means body. So because of our mind, our stress, our body starts getting impacted, and it can get to a lot of things. But what are those things that you do while you're stressed? What is your coping mechanism? So while you're answering this, I will just cover episodic acute stress again. So acute means short, right? Stress we have already discussed. Episodic means it is happening. It's like a Netflix episodes that come into, daily or weekly, it is happening. So those episodes of short stressors happening on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, right? So for example, as soon as you see as soon as you see your teacher every day, it's the same thought that come into picture that, oh my god, she will scold me, whether she scolds you or not scold you. And once her lecture is over, you are again free from stress. But that is happening on a daily basis, right? Or when you start sitting and learning about the difficult subject, it may be stats, it may be, if you're a, it could be Java, it could be Python, anything. uh, and the subject that you don't like, for that one lecture you're very stressed. Oh no, I don't like this, I don't understand anything. And then once it is over, then you're happy. So that episodes of short interval of stress that's happening is called acute episodic stress. I hope that is clear. Yeah, maths class for sure. Okay, I think I sleep. Absolutely. Sleeping is also one of the coping mechanisms. Sometimes watch movie. I only do blink my eyes. Okay. I just calm my mind so that I don't overthink much. I just go to sleep. Sleeping, you may think that it is okay. Sleeping is very good. You should sleep well, at least 8 hours a day. But if you are sleeping to avoid the stress, that becomes a coping mechanism, that every time I feel stressed, every time, something happens, I just go and sleep. So we will discuss what happens. What is that response called? Spending time with loved one makes me feel. Yes, eating favorite dish. Okay, great. So now you are able to understand what exactly are you doing to cope up with that. Now, if it is happening in a positive way, these are positive coping mechanism. For example, exercising, or I just calm down, meditate for some time, and then I start learning again. Those are positive. Now, anything that is impacting you in a negative way, like you go ahead, just, Are chalo aaj ek, abhi I am very stressed, I'll go and smoke. Okay, you smoke, or you get angry, where as soon as you get stressed, you get irritated. You might start drinking alcohol, you might start lying, you might start hiding, you might start running away, you might start ignoring your friends. Those are all negative coping mechanisms. All right, I hope till here it is all well. Let's move ahead. A very interesting question. You are on a trek with your friends. You are मतलब सबसे आगे खड़े हो आप. You are at the top, right? And suddenly you see a giant snake while you are trekking. What you do? What would you do? Answer in the comments. What would you do if you suddenly see a snake while trekking? And I want this to be answered by everyone. It's a very interesting question, and we'll cover something very interesting after this. I would stop, first of all, absolutely. So a lot of people will just, oh, what happened? Oh my God. And they'll just stop it. Yeah. Okay. You will either run away or you will fight. Okay. Anyone else? What would you do? Just imagine and tell us your answers. Okay. So while you're writing, as Sandeep has mentioned, fight or flight. So again, these are some natural responses. I want to be careful, some actions to get out of danger. Absolutely. So there are basic three responses that you do. Okay, sorry. Let me show my face now. Okay. So there are basic three processes that happen when we are stressed, and that's biological. Either we run away from the situation, that is called flight. Second, either we fight that situation, we start fighting with that snake, hat yahan se, chale jao, and you'll start, you'll become aggressive and you'll start fighting that. Or the third thing, which Rocky said, I would stop, it would be freeze. You will freeze as soon as someone, if you have seen in your childhood when someone used to scare you aise achanak se, "Bam!" and you were, and our responses, most of the time my response was, I have nothing else to do. So I always used to get frozen at that time. So these are three responses that happen: fight, flight, and freeze. Okay. Now this is not just about snake. Think about this with respect to your life. As soon as you get stressed or there is any stressful situation, okay, could be any difficult situation where you can get uncomfortable, what do you usually do? When your father is scolding you, when your teacher is not happy, when you have not done your homework, when you are at an office and you have not completed your assignment or your project, or maybe there's a sudden meeting where you have to submit the report and you have not done it. What exactly is your response? Do you handle that situation by facing it? Do you try and ignore and make excuses like aaj nahi aunga, uh, okay, let's postpone this meeting, I am not well, my stomach is aching, this is not the right time for this conversation, I don't want to talk to you, this? Or it is about you won't speak at all, you are just like numb, you will start, you will have no response to it, you might not even speak. What is your generic response? We do not have to be good to show here in the chat box. You can keep it to yourself as well, but you can also share it so that other people also get confidence in speaking about the stressors and their response. We are all humans, we are not perfect. As I said, I used to get frozen at times. What do you generally do when you face these daily life stressful situations? Answer this to yourself, and it's a very important question or reflection. This will make you understand that what side do I have to work on, which we will talk about tomorrow. But for now, just think about this. And if you want to write it in the chat box, you are most welcome. I start planning things to stay focused. Okay, great. So while you all are thinking and writing, now let's understand and deep dive into what is causing that stress. What are the real causes or real sources of the problem? Okay. And to understand this, I'll use a table to show you. Just a moment. I hope the screen is visible. If it is visible, please give a thumbs up. And if you're able to see me typing, okay, great. Thank you so much. So if you're able to see it, There are only and only four causes of stress. That's it. If I'm talking in a broader level, there are four causes of stress. And what are those? First is I. I am the cause of my problem. Just because I have not done the work, I am in a stressful situation. I did not perform well. I am not good enough. I am procrastinating. I am not taking action. That's the biggest cause. So I become the cause of the problem. Another cause is others. Okay, my writing is not very good, so please bear with me and try and understand. Others. Now, others could be anyone except you. It could be your friend, it could be your partner, it could be a bunch of people, it could be your team members, your colleagues, your parents, your wife, your husband, anyone. उसकी वजह से मेरी लाइफ में ऐसा हो रहा है. Because she did not give me the right answers, she did not give me time, that is why I am stressed. Because my manager does not like me, that is why there's a problem or there's a stressful situation, there's a discomfort in my life. I am not happy. Others. Now, third one is the situation. Whenever I go out, it starts raining. मेरी साइकिल पंचर हो गई. My cycle got punctured. My bike petrol got over, and suddenly this happened and that happened, and that is why this is happening. So but the cause of the problem becomes the situation itself. COVID, for example, COVID, right? Even I was not the problem, someone else was not the problem. It exactly was the global situation that happened where we were locked in our homes and we had nothing else to do. So that is situation. And the third thing is future, or thinking about future, which is मेरी जॉब कैसे लगेगी, अगर मैंने ये काम नहीं किया तो कल क्या होगा, if I if my salary does not increase, then what will happen? If I don't clear my exam, what will happen? If I don't study well, what will happen? Something, right? What will happen in the future? So that becomes the cause of our stress. Basically, these are the four causes of a problem. And you can think about it. Either it will be one of them, two of them, or it might also be all of them. Not necessary in your life, there's only one source of problem. It could be multiple also. So what do you think? Which one is the cause of your stress or the cause of your problem? Or I would say the source of your problem. You can type it in the chat box. What is the source of your problem? Rocky says all. Future thinking. Okay. So now with every cause of the problem, there is certain emotions attached to it. Right? जब भी कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है, जब भी कोई स्ट्रेसफुल सिचुएशन होता है, देयर इज समथिंग रिलेटेड. आई आल्सो फील समथिंग, राइट? सो if the source of the problem is me, I have not done it, or I did something wrong, how would I feel? What would be the feelings? So for this section, you guys have to be very active. I am the problem. I know I have not done something right. What can be, how would I feel about it? I'll give you a hint. First feeling that I might feel is I might feel guilty. Can you think of some other emotions? And do you agree? Guilty is one of them for sure. I might also feel regret. I might also feel sad. There could be multiple emotions. If there's something that coming in your head when you think that it is your fault, what kind of emotions do you get? Okay, Kavi says sad. Thank you. One emotion that you might also get, or one thing that you might start feeling, is self doubt. I am not good enough because I have not done anything in my life, right? I did wrong to this person. I am not taking the right kind of actions. That is, these are some of the emotions. And when others are the problem in your life, when you think the source of the problem is someone else, your father, your mother, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your manager, your colleagues, your friends, how do you feel? And I would love to know it from you, please. I feel one of the emotions that I can share with you guys is definitely anger. I feel extremely angry. And it would be great if we all start sharing, because then it becomes two-way interaction. And even I feel motivated that, okay, yes, you guys are listening because I can't literally see you. Demotivated or angry. Thank you. You can even feel betrayed. You can feel disappointed. ये अच्छे से काम ही नहीं करता है, इसलिए मेरा काम खराब हो जाता है. Betrayed. This, I trusted this person so much, and they betrayed me, or they broke my trust, right? And can also lead to a lot of sadness. And if situation is the problem, is the source of the problem, that whenever I step out, something happens. This COVID happened, this lift is not working, हमेशा मेरे साथ ऐसा हो जाता है. मेरी साइकिल पंचर हो गई, मेरा ये पंचर हो गया, ठीक है, मेरा मैं वॉलेट भूल गया, something has happened, some situation. Then how do you feel? One major emotion that you feel when the situation is not in your control or is not going in your way, how, what kind of emotions do this bring to you? For me, while you are thinking, I start feeling helpless. And what should I do? It is raining so heavily. I don't have my control. Wi-Fi stopped working. I can't do anything about it. Right? And if the situation is not in my hands and is not going in my direction, I might feel helpless, and can also irritate me. It can also irritate me a lot. And then last one, when we are thinking about future, or when we are worried, sorry, when the source of the problem is future, one thing that definitely happens is anxiety, fear. We start getting fearful and a lot of worry. क्या होगा? Now we know that what are the sources of the problem. We know what are the emotions attached to it. Is it clear till here? Are you able to relate or is it going overhead? Thoda sa I need feedback that whether you are able to understand what is happening or should I try something else? Okay, great. Rocky says relatable. Sandeep says good. Thank you so much. I definitely would need this acknowledgement so I know that whether you are listening or not and you are understanding or not. Now, the important aspect. I know what is the source of my problem. I know what is the emotion or what feelings do I feel. Definitely would love to know what can I do about it or what actions can I take. Okay. So what to do? This is a generic. We'll go deeper into it tomorrow and day after. But what to do when I am the problem? I am feeling guilty. I am feeling regretful. I am sad about my actions. कि भाई मैं सही से काम नहीं कर रहा हूँ या मैंने गलत कुछ किया है. So what will happen? What can I do? I can learn from it. I can learn from my mistakes, or I can start building those skills. I know I'm not good at communication skills. I know my coding is not good enough, right? I can, so what would I do? I will learn. And how can I learn? You can also join this ambassador program, right? You can learn from YouTube. You're learning here. So learn and you can apply that knowledge. You can build your skills. When you know that you are the problem, yes, anything that I can do, I can learn, I can start applying, right? And I can build on my skills. I can take care of my time. And if I am not able to do it, I can take help from others. Like, for example, if you're feeling extremely stressed and you think that you're not able to manage it, you're feeling extremely sad after a breakup and you know that मेरे से नहीं हो रहा है या मैं बहुत confused हूँ या मुझे coding समझ में नहीं आ रही है. So what would you do? You can you can go and talk to someone who's an expert in that field. You can talk to a professional. You can learn from them and then start applying those concepts in your life. Others, if someone, yes, developing ourselves, absolutely. Um, if others are the problem, if someone else is a problem, if your father, mother, how, but guilt. Okay, so Sandeep, guilty and regret is in the past, so nothing can be done. We cannot do anything in the past, but we can do and not repeat those mistakes in the present, and do not do it in the future as well, right? So what has happened. We can't go and change it. What we can change is the action that we take now and going forward. So saying sorry to yourself that you did that mistake because maybe you did not know how to handle it, because there were certain circumstances or some certain intention which you couldn't control. But now I have complete power and awareness that I made a mistake and I want to take care of it. I want to get better and I will get better. So you start working on it so that you do not repeat those mistakes again. Going forward, I hope it makes sense. And others, if someone else is a problem, your father, your mother, your partner, your friends, your girlfriend, boyfriend, manager, colleagues, anyone, right? Now there are two things, okay? Three things that you can do at that situation. First is you can try and communicate with them in the best way possible. Ki, I don't like that you do it this way. Really, we can sit and talk and we can work on it, okay, in a relationship. Uh, okay, yes, confront. No, ignoring again is a response which will not work for a long time, okay, because that might keep on repeating and there will be an extent where you might not be able to ignore them any further. So confrontation or communication, and I would say effective communication, right? Or yes, you accept the way they are. Sometimes, we know that we can't change some people. Like, for example, there are some things that we might not like about our parents, right? So what we do is we try and confront, communicate with them, but at those, after some time, we might have to accept if we can't leave them, and we have to accept that part, that okay, this person is like that, I need to work on something. And the third thing is, when you know that this relationship, you have tried communicating, you have tried accepting, you have tried ignoring, but nothing is changing, and this is not it, this is taking away my mental peace, this is taking away a lot of things in my life, I'm not able to work with that productivity, it is always stressful, then moving on is, have you seen that when two relationships are not working, when one relationship is not working between two people, right, people choose to move on when you understand that this office is not right for you, right? You are not getting the environment, you're not getting the salary, you tried everything possible, you see a lot of politics happening, and then finally you decide, let me change the company, right? Let me use my skill set somewhere else where I am valued. So you choose to move on, because in that situation, the source of the problem was someone else and you were trying. So you decide to move on. Either you communicate, you accept it, accept the way they are, or you break that relationship and move on for your betterment. Now, situation. This is a little tricky because you are feeling helpless here and you are irritated that why is it happening only with me? Okay. So here, think about this, that here self motivation is required a lot. You need to motivate yourself. Okay. And plan properly. Now you know that every time I step out, it is raining all the time, right? As soon as I'm halfway through, it starts raining so heavily that I'm not able to move because I will get wet on my meetings. So maybe I will either take a cab, or I will wear a raincoat, or I will have certain level of protection that I can take care of to avoid that situation, or to handle that situation. Not every time it is in our control, but at least we can try and plan it properly. And next is the future, which definitely you need to plan and schedule and learn to be and enjoy the present. So planning and scheduling, that after 6 months there is my exam, or in 6 months I have to crack my Google interview, right? What will happen? What will happen? I not get a job? You are worried about it. So it is better for you to plan your things, schedule your days effectively, work on it, and then also take care of your present, that what action can I take right now so that my future becomes better, right? So think about this. I am in my present. Whatever I am doing right now is going to become my past tomorrow, right? So if you want to make your past better, You have to work on your present because this is going to become your past. And if you want to make your future better, obviously you have to work today and you have to make your present better, because if you don't work on it right now, future definitely is not going to happen for sure. I can write it down. If you go ahead and sleep right now, don't attend sessions, do not work on your coding, do not work on your management skills, do not work on your communication, definitely you're not going to get a good job, right? Because you have not worked on yourself. So present is the most important. Now, this entire thing is called flip model. Okay. The name is not necessary, but I'm just saying it so that you guys are aware about what did you learn. You learned about what are the causes of my problem or the sources of my problem. You learned about how do I feel about that source and what can be done. From this entire model, please share one learning that you got today in the chat box. Just one. And I'll also share mine, that when I studied this, what did I understand from it? Okay. So while you guys are thinking, and I hope you write it down, what I learned from this model is that whatever the source of my problem is, okay, it is possible to remain stress free. It is definitely, it is definitely possible to manage your stress properly. You might, yes, feel stressed, but you can manage it. So what I learned from this was whatever the source of my problem, whether it is me, whether it is others, whether it is situation, whether it is future, the responsibility of finding the solution is mine. No magic will happen. Okay. No angel will come to me and say, I will solve your problem. I am the person who can take care of my stressors, my problem, and it is my responsibility to find it. I can't expect the manager who's the source of my problem come to me and say, sorry, no, no, मेरे से गलती हो गई. मैं उस दिन का वेट नहीं कर सकता हूँ, right? So I will have to be responsible about finding the solution to my problems, to my stressful situations. Stay calm. Now, how to stay calm, we'll talk about it. But thank you so much, Kavi. Okay, I hope this is clear. All right. So meanwhile, we have been discussing for around an hour now about what are the causes of the problem, what, etc., etc. Right. I want to tell you a small story because there, and listen to this story very, very carefully. It is very close to my heart. Uh, so, so there was a, cobbler. एक मोची था एक गांव में. And he was the only cobbler in that entire village. The village was extremely, the roads were extremely pathetic. As in, no one can walk in that road, in those roads barefoot. मतलब नंगे पांव तो कोई नहीं चल सकता था. They have to wear slippers or shoes at least to walk on those streets. And there was no other person who used to sell or make shoes and slippers. This was the only person. So what he used to do, he used to make those slippers, okay, and deliver it to their places. Great. Everyone used to like him so much that भाई इतना अच्छा काम कर रहा है, ठीक है, एंड हमारे लिए जूते बना रहा है, हमारे घर आके दे रहा है. So everyone used to like him. Now what happened? One day while he was delivering, in both the poly bags he had kept the shoes and slippers, and he was going, ठीक है, deliver करने के लिए. So and it started raining heavily. Now what happened, these bags were so heavy कि उसमें से एक बैग फट गया एंड वो गिर गया. एंड while he was walking उसकी खुद की स्लीपर टूट गई, right? So now what happened, he thought, oh my god, now what will happen, they expect from me so much, how I can't fail them, whether it is raining, whether my slipper has broken, मैं नहीं छोड़ सकता. He just stood up, सारी चीजें ली, सारी चप्पल अपने हाथ में ली, अपनी टूटी हुई चप्पल वहीं पे छोड़ के he started walking and going back to सबको डिलीवर करने चला गया, right? And with that broken slipper वो नंगे पांव चल रहा था. He was barefoot. So obviously people can't walk because it will have those septic हो जाएगा उनको. But he did not stop. He said, everyone expects from me so much and I have to take care of them. I am the only person who can take care of them. One by one he used to deliver, और सबके घर गया, वापस आया, और भी चप्पल्स थे, और भी स्लीपर्स थे, उन्होंने बनाया. उनकी बेटी आई, his daughter came and said, Papa, what are you doing? At least make your slipper first, but before delivering it to them. He said, no, I can't take care of my slipper right now. I am already getting late. I have to take care of them. I have to take care of the slippers. How will they move out? And now he started delivering it slowly. What happened, because he did not make his own slipper, his foot started getting bad. He got a lot of septic. He could not walk properly. और धीरे धीरे उसकी कंडीशन और खराब होती चली गई. And while this all was happening, there was a time that he had to go to the hospital, and doctor को उसके पैर को ही काटना पड़ गया. They had to cut his leg. And after that, he could not make any slipper for anyone. Obviously, he could not go and deliver it to people. And everyone in that village started getting impacted because he was the only person who knew how to do it. And that is the end of the story. I want to learn about, what did you understand from this entire story? If you can write it in the comments, I would love to know about it. I can definitely see a couple of likes, smiles, some reaction happening, but would love to know, what did you understand and how was the story, by the way? Okay. First, do your job, then help others. Thank you. Health is wealth. Because of stress, he couldn't fix his own things, and later the issues got bigger. So have you heard someone, if you have traveled in the flight, they say, right, first put your oxygen mask before you help someone else. And this is one of the biggest things that happen. We think that we have to take care of others, we have to take care of our parents, we have to take care of people around us. What will people think if we don't help them? What will people think if agar maine apna dhyan rakh liya to? And then we start getting stressed a lot, and that stress becomes chronic, and then we start facing issues because we are not taking care of ourselves. And I definitely don't want any one of you to go to that level जैसे उनका, that the doctor had to cut their leg and he couldn't do anything. He couldn't take care of anyone after that, right? So do not wait for the situations to get bad. We have to be proactive to maintain and manage stress from the beginning itself, right? We should not wait for the reactiveness कि जब स्ट्रेस आएगी या जब मेरी लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम होगी तब मैं देखूंगा मुझे कैसे सॉल्व करनी है. We need to be proactive. How do you do that? We will talk about it tomorrow in depth, in detail. For now, I have a small homework or a small activity that you can do with yourself, which is, because today was about awareness. So I wanted to know that this is something that you can try. Okay. What is the source of your problem? That we said I, others, but go deeper into it and write down the names or the things that are creating problem or creating that stress in your life. You don't have to write it in the chat box. You have to write it in your notebook, maybe on your journal if you do it. So three things that you have to do. One thing is write down all the stressors, okay, and write down the level of stress that you are going through, out of 1 to 10. And so, like, for example, I am stressed about my exam, and that is 7 out of 10. Second, the biggest problem or the biggest problem that my life is, I don't have money, 9 out of 10. Okay. My relationship, 10 out of 10. So whatever the stressors are, just make a note of all of them. And at the other side of the page, write down how do you rate them. Okay. And the third, what can you do about it? For now, as per your understanding, we have not covered that part, but just a thought. Ask your mind that show me certain ways that I can do, or what steps can I take to reduce that scale. If this stressor is 9 out of 10, how can I make it 7 out of 10 or 6 out of 10? What small actions can I take? Because as we already discussed, the responsibility of finding the, nothing magic is going to happen. Magic only happens when we take action and when we take our responsibility. So this is a small task that you guys have to do. I'll just show it how it's done, and then we'll be done with today's session. So you can make it like this. Causes, rating, steps. Okay. So cause number 1, cause number 2, cause number 3. And then it could be rating like 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, or maybe 3 out of 10. So steps that I can take to make it better. I am not saying it will reduce to 0, but at least how can I go from 7 to 6? Okay. Like the cause of my stress is overweight. Okay. So what can I do? At least, okay, I can, the first step that I can take is start walking for 3,000 steps after dinner. That's the smallest step I can take. That becomes my step 1. Okay. So this is, we are not doing anything right now that we have not discussed, but I want to understand, or it is good for you that you start making a shift in your mindset. Okay. There is one mindset called problem mindset, which is only talking about the sources of the problem. मेरे साथ ये हो गया, मेरे साथ वो हो गया, ऐसा होता है तो वैसा हो जाता है, वो करता है तो ये हो जाता है, etc etc. And then there is a solution focused mindset. हाँ, मेरी लाइफ में ये प्रॉब्लम है, I am sad about it, I am worried about it, but what can I do? Let's take action and try to get this situation better. So let's shift our mindset from today and start working on it. Is it a problem if you don't feel stressed at all? Others think of it as being careless or irresponsible. Okay. So, first of all, it is not possible biologically to not feel stressed about anything, as in anything. Because if, think about this, if Sandeep, you are walking on the road, okay, and someone comes to you and starts with a knife and put it here and says, "Give me your purse," okay, and starts slapping you. So it is, I am sure you might feel stressed at that time. Okay, you might not feel stressed about the things that other people are feeling stressed about. For example, you might not feel stressed about your career, which your parents might be feeling कि क्या होगा, कैसे पैसे कमाएगा, etc etc, right? So that does not mean that you're careless or irresponsible. That might mean that means you'll have to ask yourself that whether it is important for you or not. The thing that others are getting stressed or they think that you should get stressed about, is that really important for you? And if it is important for you, are you doing good at it? If you're doing good at it, then why will you feel stressed? If you're not doing good and it is important and you're not feeling stressed, that might then as in we might have need to talk about it. So you might have to ask that question from yourself, that whether this thing is as important as others are thinking it should be. Okay. Any other question? So for now, the topic for today is completed, and I would love to hear from you if there's something that you have learned from it, something that you understood or you became aware about maybe, or if there are any questions that you can ask. So if there are no questions or no statements, I think we are done for the day for today. But I would definitely want to ask the team if they have something to say. Apart from that, please do your homework and you will get the clarity and the shift in your mindset. I just want to do a small exercise with you all before we go and before I call the team here. Okay, let's do it together. This is a very important. So we will again talk about these things tomorrow, but I just want to end because you all talked about a lot of stressors. Uh, okay, let's do one thing. Whatever I just say, you can please follow that. It will only take 30 seconds. So close your eyes. If you're comfortable, close your eyes and take a deep, slow breath. Take it from your nose and breathe it out from your mouth. So it's like, and once you are done with it, a small exercise. We will breathe in for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will hold for 4 seconds and then we will exhale for 4 seconds. So let's do it together. Close your eyes and let's breathe. Breathe in from your nose One, two, three, four. Hold your breath. Two, three, four. Exhale from your mouth. Two, three, four. And let's do it once again. Breathe in from your nose. One, two, three, four. Hold. Two, three, four. And exhale. Two, three, four. Now slowly open your eyes and come to the present. You can try this 5 to 6 times. This is called box breathing. So you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds, and then it comes back. Okay. So 4, 4, 4, 4. We'll we learn about some practical ways of breathing tomorrow as well. But for now, just calm yourself and focus on that mindset shift that we talked about. And thank you so much for attending the session today. We'll meet tomorrow, same timing. And I over to you, Anam, if you're there. Thank you so much, Kavi. Sir, I have understand how to manage stress. Thank you. Thank you so much.